Hello, hello. I just am going to set up my yoga space. Bear with me 1 second. Need to make sure everything is aligned. Wow, marvelous. Fabulous. I will just give it 1 little minute just to make sure everyone is here who's going to join us today. But I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's already here, to everyone who's coming and flowing along. Even if you're just going to sit and breathe and listen and donate, then that's enough for right now, okay? So before we get into it, I do want to say that this class is donation based and all the donations are going to Black Lives Matter Foundation. The link to donate is actually in the description of this video. Obviously you can do it now if you want to, or you can do it at the end because I will give you another reminder. But please, even if it's just a few £, please donate anything you can. It's such an important place to send the money, especially at the moment with everything going on in America. And that is why I'm doing this live stream. Sorry, I recorded a podcast today as well, so my head is kind of like, but that's why I'm also doing this live stream, because it's so important for us to keep this conversation going, to keep talking about racism, to keep talking about the injustice, and to keep fighting. Because together, if we all stand up, if we all speak out and no longer let our white ignorance come in the way of stopping this fight, we can make a real change. So thank you for coming here today. I know it's only a small act of doing a yoga class, but know that this is a good step in the right direction. Awesome. So without further ado, let's jump on to our mats. Get yourself comfortable. Oh. And of course, we are going to start in our seated position today, and take whatever shape feels right for you, whatever feels comfortable. And then once you're on the mat, usually I say to let go of everything that you brought to the mat with you, but for today, I actually think we should just sit for a minute. And just think about what we have brought to the mat with us, because everything going on outside of this realm comes to the mat with us in every session. So palms facing up, find that long spine, and then just close your eyes. Begin to deepen the breath. And just take a minute to sit in contemplation. To observe everything that's going on within you. Every emotion, every action. And notice if your mind starts wandering, or you have that instinct to try to move on to the next thing or to fidget. And just keep coming back to stillness. It's through sitting in discomfort that we often do the most learning. If you haven't already, just begin to deepen the breath. Taking deep inhales in and slow exhales out. Breathing in through the nose. And then breathing out through the nose. And just bring your forefinger and your thumb together, creating a little mudra of consciousness. And recognize that we're all here today, all supporting, all standing together. And it's through our unity, it's through our solidarity that we are strong. So breathing as one, we'll take a big inhale in through the nose. And let your exhale out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. And exhale, let it go. One last time. Inhale all together. And then with your exhale, imagine you're releasing all your love pouring out of you into the world. Awesome. All right, guys. We're going to begin by doing my favorite little spine awakener, which is Circle of Joy. And just before we do jump into Circle of Joy, I just want to say that I've been seeing a lot of posts and things about spiritual bypassing. Please understand that that's not what I'm doing when I talk about spreading joy and exhaling love. If anything, it's time for spiritual action. And I 100% believe by coming to the mat, by really thinking about the breath, by really enhancing that love that we're breathing out, we can make a difference. And what we do on our mats right now is going to cultivate what we do when we get off them. All right, so Circle of Joy. With our inhale, we'll bring our palms together at our heart center, lifting the heart up. With our exhale, we'll press away from our body, rounding through our spine. Inhale to loop the shoulders up and over, lifting your heart, opening your heart to the world. And then with your exhale, releasing the hands down all the way to the ground, just finding that slight resistance in the shoulder blades as you come all the way down. Awesome work. So we'll try that again. Now we know what we're doing. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, round through the spine, pressing away from your body. Inhale, loop the shoulders, open your heart. And exhale, release all the way down. Awesome. Last time. Big inhale in. Imagine your exhales are filling the world around you with love. Exhale out. Inhale, loop the shoulders, open your heart. Let it shine up. And exhale, release. Letting out all that love into the world. Just to Awaken ourselves. We're going to take one big breath in, bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears. And then with your exhale, just let the shoulders drop. One last time. Inhale, bring the shoulders up. And then let everything go. Awesome. Come on through to all fours, coming into our little tabletop position. Just taking a moment here, maybe just finding some movement that you need to get out, maybe stretching the legs. And then bringing the hands underneath the shoulder joints, knees underneath the hip joints, and then really ground into the earth today. Feel the mat underneath you. Lengthen your spine. And then when you're ready, really focusing on the sensations in your body. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, round through the spine, pressing away from your yoga mat. Inhale, drop your belly, open your heart. Smile if you feel it. Exhale, round through the spine, pressing away. And then using your breath, just go with your own flow. Moving in your own way, in your own time. Just finding what you need from the practice today. Finding any areas of tension. A lot of times we carry that emotional tension way back into our hips. So maybe spend a little time just sending some love down to these parts. But wherever you are, flow for your body. And we'll just take one more round of breath wherever you are. So one more big inhale in. One more long exhale out. Awesome. And then we'll come back to that flat back position. Awesome work. So the title of this yoga flow is Do Something Incredible. It's not just because we're donating everything to Black Lives Matter. It's because we're working our way to something pretty awesome in today's practice. So there is some core work. Just embrace it. Feel the fire. Curl your toes under. And then keeping that nice straight spine, we're just going to hover ever so slightly, just lifting the knees off the ground. Feel your core waking up. Maybe you feel that shake through your body. And focus completely on that heat rising through you. You're doing awesome. Take one more breath. And then with your exhale, let your knees come down to the mat. Awesome work. Fabulous. You can send the toes out long. And then bringing the elbows where the hands were. We're just going to take a second to melt the heart. Begin to reach the hands towards the front of your yoga mat. Coming into our extended puppy pose. Just allowing the heart to relax and melt down. Using your exhale to soften. And just using this quiet surrender. Maybe to set an intention. But no matter what's going on, always come back to the breath. And in your own time, when you're ready, we'll peel the nose up, coming back into our tabletop. Okie dokie. Here we go, y'all. We're about to step back into our first plank. And it's like the weather knew. There's a window right behind you and a storm has just started. It's like I knew we were going to go into a plank. So curl the toes under, send the feet back. Find that long spine. And if plank is too much for you today, drop the knees and just find this little half plank. Both are equal variations. But really press away from your yoga mat, press back into the heels. Keep breathing, feel that fire, feel it burning. And then think of all of the people in the world, all the diversity, and whisper, we are strong. And with your exhale, send your hips up and back into downward dog. Whew, awesome. Take a second just to pedal the feet out. Take what you need in this pose. Awesome. And then find some stillness once you've pedaled to the feet and the legs. Take a moment just to breathe. And then we're going to walk the feet together into the middle of our mat. And then grounding down through the right foot, the left foot slides on up into our three-legged dog. Awesome. Inhale in, and with an exhale, that left knee is going to come all the way into the left elbow. And then with an exhale, send it all the way back. Bring it all the way through, this time touching over to the right elbow. Stick with it, you've got it. Send it all the way back. This time it comes through all the way up into your heart space. You've got it, guys, you're strong. Breathe deep. And then plant the sole of the foot down. Whew. Awesome work. I told you, we're lighting fires today. We're feeling the flow. And then with that back foot, we're going to kick it into our warrior one footwork. So front foot facing forward, back foot facing off to the right slightly. Nice strong foundations. Awesome. When you feel ready, ground down through your feet. And then with an inhale, we'll sweep the arms all the way up and over. With an exhale, ground down through the shoulder blades. Open your heart, open your chest. Warrior one. And while that fire is spreading from your core down to your leg, ask yourself, what kind of warrior are you? What do you stand for? What do you want to stand for? And whatever it is, with your inhale, breathe all the way in. And then with your exhale, we'll open up into our warrior two, opening up to the right. Awesome. Really push back into that back foot. Find that length through your arms. Smile if it feels right. And then with an inhale, reach forward towards the front of your mat. Flip the palm, and then with an exhale, we'll reach all the way up and over into our peaceful warrior. Try not to hide your heart here. Open it up to the sky. Breathe deep. You've got this. I know that leg is burning. If you need to, totally straighten it. That's totally fine. Woo. With an exhale, we'll float the arms back to our warrior two. And then spiral them all the way up to warrior one. With an inhale, reach all the way up, straightening through that front leg, which would just feel awesome. And then we're going to go into our open heart breath. So at the peak of our warrior, we're going to bring our hands together, thumb and pinky fingers together. So you're creating this kind of lotus shape. We have got some mantras today, as the lotus is a symbol of love and compassion. So inhaling at the top, and then with your exhale, dropping down into that knee, bringing your arms wide like a little cactus, and exhaling through your mouth. Awesome. I think you guys have got it. So inhale, reach the arms, become that little lotus. Exhale, cactus arms, let everything go. Inhale, reach it on up. And exhale, last time, big exhale out. Awesome work. We'll float the hands back down to the mat. Pivot on the back foot. And you can keep the back foot, the back knee raised if you want to. Or you can totally drop the knee. But we're just going to walk that front foot over to the left side of our mat. And toes are just peeking off the mat. Ground down through the hands. Find that length through your back coming into our lizard pose. So we've got some hip openers today. Find some stillness here. Maybe you drop the back knee, just walk it out a touch. And maybe you come down onto your forearms. Reconnecting with your breath. Feeling that stretch through the hip crease. And then we'll just begin to come back up. We'll ground down, walk that front foot back into the middle so your hands are framing it. Tuck the back toes. And then we're just going to allow that front foot to hover in the air, just really pressing into our arms. And then send it over to the right side of your mat, lowering back down. So we're coming into our pigeon pose. If pigeon pose really does not work for you, don't worry, I understand. You can roll onto your back and then just come into a nice figure four. Same muscles are getting stretched, but it's just slightly less intense on the hips. So take whatever variation you need today. If you're in pigeon pose, puff your chest out, lift your heart, breathe deep. And maybe you stay here. Maybe you find a slightly deeper stretch, just walking the hands further, resting. You can even create a little pillow with your fists here. And just take a second wherever you are to close your eyes. Allowing your exhale to soften your body. And a lot of times all the emotional tension that we carry in our hips can come out. So embrace whatever comes up in this pose. Embrace every feeling. Know that it's okay to feel this way. And remember that we are all right here with you. You can start to rock ever so slightly in your little pigeon pose or in your figure four. And then maybe you continue your rock all the way back up. Maybe it feels great for your hip, maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't, honor your body. Do what you feel right. And then when you're ready, we're going to curl the back toes under. And then step that front foot back. into our plank. And again, you can drop the knees if you need to. Honor where you are today. We're going to spend just a second. Don't worry, you've got this. Feel that fire spreading. Smile as you feel the burn. And then with a big inhale in, allow your exhale to let you descend down to the mat. Awesome. Allow the feet to go out long. Press into the hands. And then when you're ready, catch a wave as you inhale to rise into a baby cobra. And exhale, release it down. Inhale, rise up, lift your heart. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, find that lift. Lift your heart. Smile. And exhale, come all the way back down. Awesome work. Take a moment, reconnect to your breath. Prepare yourself for the plank that's coming. That sounds so sadistic. Sorry. Curl your toes under. And hey, if you don't feel like a plank, you can totally go straight to downward dog here, but do whatever you feel. If you're ready for the burn, with an inhale, we'll press up into our plank. Nice and strong, you've got this. Exhale, hips up high, downward dog. Whew. Awesome work. Pedal the feet out, take the movement that you need. And then once you're there, find some stillness, ground down through the feet. Take an inhale through the nose. Sigh or exhale. And then we're going to bring the feet together in the middle of the mat. And you guessed it, this time the left foot grounds down, right foot slides on up. Awesome. Inhale in, and with an exhale, right knee is going to come all the way in, touching right elbow. Send it all the way out. Then right knee comes to left elbow. You've got it. Stick with it. Exhale, send it back up. And then last time, right knee comes all the way in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold it. You've got it. Remember, whisper, we are strong. And then place the sole of the foot down. Awesome work. Fab. We're going to kick that back leg back into our warrior one footwork. But this time, front foot facing forward. And then back foot facing over to the left. Find your foundations here nice and strong. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale, rise on up. Exhale, ground through the shoulders. Lift your heart. Find that strong warrior. Let your body be filled with power, with love. And then with your exhale, we'll open up this time to the left side into warrior two. Awesome. So warrior two almost signifies one hand being in the past behind you and one hand being in the future. And you are in the center in this present moment, filling your body with your breath. So I encourage you with your inhale to reach for the future and exhale back into the past. Take a moment to breathe everything in. Learning everything. And then with an exhale, coming back into our warrior two, back into this present moment between the past and the future. And instead of repeating And going back to the past, we inhale, rise up to warrior one. Exhale, ground the shoulders. Be that strong warrior. Stand up, speak up. And know that you have the power to change the world. But it starts with you. We'll inhale to straighten through that front leg. Find that lotus mudra above your head. That lotus that lives beneath the murky water. And with your inhale, lift your heart ever so slightly. And then exhale, bring it down, cactus arms, let it go. Inhale, reach on up, find that lotus. Exhale, melt it down. Inhale, rise up. Imagine you're catching a little bit of light, a little bit of love. And then with your exhale, cactus arms, let it out. Awesome work. We'll float the hands down to the mat. Pivot on the back foot. And then you can totally keep the back knee raised, or you can lower it down, whatever you need. I know my legs are kind of wobbly, so just do what you need to do here. But we're going to walk that front foot and then send the toes over to the right side. Ground down through the hands, find length through the spine, coming into our lizard pose. Embrace that opening through the hip. And it might be slightly uncomfortable, but know that through that discomfort, we are creating space. We're working towards something awesome. Maybe you lower the back knee if it's not lowered already, dropping down onto your forearms. Breathing deep. You've got this, you're doing awesome. And then slowly, we'll begin that rise back up. Fabulous. You can walk that front foot back into the middle of your mat. And you know what's coming. I'm sure you're ready for it. Curl the back toes under. And then we're going to hover our front foot just for a second. Just for a second. Breathe deep. You've got it. Find that inner strength. Find the fire. And then send the leg over to the left side. Ground down through the back leg. Pigeon pose. And again, totally roll onto your back and just have that figure four, this time with the other leg. But if you're in pigeon, lift your heart. Breathe deep. And then, if it feels right, you can begin to fold over that front knee. Walking the hands forward. And just coming to wherever is comfortable. Maybe creating a little pillow with your hands. But just taking a moment. Just acknowledging everything that comes up. Using your breath to soften the shoulders, soften the hips. And allowing yourself permission to feel everything you need to feel. You can begin to rock ever so slightly, just left to right if it feels good. Maybe continuing that swing all the way up. And just taking a second with your heart lifted to breathe one big inhale in, one slow exhale out. And then we'll ground down through the hands, curl the back toes under. And then when you're ready, step it back into a plank or lower the knees, find that half plank, whatever works for you today. I know there's no right or wrong here. Whatever your body needs, just honor that. Feel that fire. Take a breath. One big inhale. And then with your exhale, slowly lower it all the way down. Awesome. Let the feet go out long. And then this time, keeping the hands in line with the rib cage, we're going to find our inhale, pressing through the tops of the feet, pressing into the hands. Find that lift all the way to Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, melt your heart all the way back down. Catch a wave. Inhale, find your lift. Exhale, melt it back. Last time, inhale in, lift your heart. If you feel it, smile. Feel your heart shining up. And then exhale, melt your heart all the way back down. And then take a second. Reconnect to your breath. Notice how you feel. And honor everything, even if your thoughts are, oh my God, this is hard. Don't worry. Doing something incredible sometimes is hard, guys. But you are on the right path. And don't worry if you don't get there today. You can try again tomorrow. Awesome. Curl the toes under. When you're ready, take a big old inhale as you rise up. Last plank. You've got this. Feel the fire. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Everyone's like, oh my God. Smile if you can. Take a big inhale in. And then with your exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward dog. Take a second. Pedal the feet out. Awesome. And then just take a second of stillness, grounding down through the feet. Take a big inhale in through the nose. Sigh or exhale. And then we're going to bend through the knees. Look towards the front of the mat. And then trust that you've got this. With your inhale, jump it forward. Awesome. Fabulous. Stay low to the ground here. Just take a second. Maybe wiggling your booty. Maybe just stretching the legs. But let gravity pull your body down. Bend through the knees. And then when you're ready, we're going to find a very slow roll all the way up to standing. Super slow, taking your time. And then when you get to the top, roll your shoulder blades all the way down, palms facing up, coming into our mountain pose. So you can totally adjust if you didn't quite get there. Just bringing the feet hip width apart, finding that awesome lift through the front body, lifting your heart. And then grounding through the back body, tucking the tailbone, grounding through the shoulder blades. And close your eyes. Mountain pose is one of our strongest power poses in yoga. So while you're in this pose, I want you to imagine standing next to the people who are doing this yoga, standing next to your family and friends, and then standing next to the people you see on the street, standing next to the people that you see on TV, standing next to the people in America who are rioting, who are protesting. Imagine everyone in the world standing with you, arms open, hearts lifted. And know that if we all stand together, if we all speak out, we are strong. And we can change the world. Take a big inhale in, embracing anything that comes up. Sigh or exhale out, sighing out all the love to everyone around you. Inhale in through the nose, filling your body. And exhale love out. Inhale in through the nose, last time. And then biggest breath out of love you can muster. Awesome work, guys. We're just going to begin to send the feet out to the sides, sending them as wide as your yoga mat, toes pointing out to the sides. And then when you're ready, with an inhale in, we'll bend the knees, find a lift all the way up. Palms come together, and then with an exhale, we'll slowly, slowly begin the descent all the way down to the ground. If you need to adjust, please do so, feel free. We're coming into our Yogi Squat. And if this pose really is not your jam, do not fear. You can come into a little toe stand instead, just finding resistance with the hands against the knees. And if you're in a Yogi Squat, just begin to find that pressure of pushing your elbows into your thighs, your knees here. Finding that lift through the spine wherever you are. Feel that stretch through your hips. And smile, because we are very fast approaching the awesome thing we've been building to. Take a big breath in. Exhale out. And then we're going to bring the hands down to the ground. We're going to walk the feet together. So all of those in a toe stand, you guys can just chill out here. That's fine. But for everyone else, we're all going to meet in the same toe stand. Awesome. And we're going to begin our journey into crow pose. Don't panic, don't worry, I've got you. Just imagine that we're just playing here, guys. So from your little toe stand, your hands are going to come out in front of you and spread the fingers as wide as you can. probably around 2 hands worth from your feet. Awesome. We're going to send the hips high, and then keeping your gaze forward, because if we look back, we'll fall. Bend through the elbows, and then just begin to put a little bit of pressure onto the arms with the knees here. So you're just almost testing what it would be like if your feet were off the ground. Okay, and then just come back. Awesome. And then maybe you go for it again, just finding that slight, do I dare lift a toe? Come back through. And just have fun. It doesn't matter what happens here. You can fall, you can laugh. We come to our mat to play, not to be perfect, so do not worry. So just rocking backwards and forwards, first of all, just kind of getting used to shifting the weight balance from your feet to your hands. And then maybe the next time that you rock forward, you decide to lift one leg, just one, and then come back. Just see how it feels. Then we'll come back through. Maybe you lift the other leg, bring it back down. Just taking some time to feel out. Maybe you're already in a crow pose and I'm just late to the party. But just have some fun. You don't even need to go into full crow pose. But maybe you just dare lift one leg. Maybe you lift the other. Just seeing what happens. Just playing around, just having some fun. And maybe you do it, maybe you end up in crow and you surprise yourself. Or you're like, I can do this, I know that already. But just attempting it. Just coming to the mat and being like, all right, let's give it a go. We'll give it a go. just attempting something like that, I think, is incredible anyway. So be proud of yourself for trying. And it takes a lot of practice. So don't feel bad. Don't let the ego fight you. And then when you're ready, we'll come back into our little toe stand, no matter what happened. Maybe we find a little balance, maybe bringing the hands to the knees, lifting the heart, maybe you smile or laugh. And then we'll bring the hands behind us, guiding us down onto the sit bones. And then just keeping the feet together and allowing the knees to drop to the side in a really extended cobbler's pose. So keep a lot of space from your feet here. And just take a second to find length through the spine. And we'll just begin to fold forward. Maybe you put slight pressure on the knees. Just coming to wherever feels good for you. Allowing that fold. And then let gravity pull your head down. Reconnect with your breath. And know that by coming here today, by taking some time out, by attempting crow, and by coming and showing your support, you're on the right path. And everything is going to be okay. And with your inhale, just embrace anything that rises. Use your exhale to let go of any tension. And then we'll slowly rise back up. We'll send the legs out in front of us. Recenter yourself in the middle of the mat there. And then just allowing the arms to come out in that receiving gesture, that openness. We're just very slowly connecting to your core. Just begin to roll all the way down to your mat. Until you're lying down completely. With an inhale, just allow the knees to come to the chest. Give them a big squeeze into your center. Maybe you peel the nose up to meet the knees if you're like enjoying the core work we've been doing. And then with an exhale, you can bring your head back down. Inhale in. And with your exhale, just allow the knees to drop to the right side of your mat. Opening up through the left side. Maybe allowing the left side of the head to come to the mat. Slowing your breath. Allowing your body to relax. And with an inhale, just bringing the knees all the way back up, giving them a squeeze. And then with your exhale, sending them over to the other side of the mat, opening up through the left side. Breathing deeply. Just allowing your exhale to soften your body. Allowing the twist to detox. And with an inhale, just bring your knees back up to center. Give them one last big squeeze in the middle. And then allow the feet to drop down to the ground. And then keeping the feet together, just let the knees drop wide over to both sides of your yoga mat. And just bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Beginning to notice how your breath moves through your body. How it moves through your heart space. How your exhale empties you completely. And you can stay in this position if this feels right. Or you can begin to slowly stretch the legs out. Or bringing the hands down to the sides. allowing your body to fall wherever it falls. And allowing your focus to be completely on your breath. Feeling your inhale fill your heart space, and your exhale emptying your body. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Begin to send your awareness down to your toes, relaxing your feet, relaxing your legs, allowing your chest to soften, your shoulders. Your exhale, a wave of relaxation moving through your arms, your hands, softening your jaw, softening the skin of your face until your whole body is completely relaxed. Your whole body has melted into your mat. Allow yourself to surrender to this moment. And begin to notice any thoughts, any feelings, and allow these things to pass right through you. Your exhale, allowing them to slip through your body. Leaving you empty and open. Imagine that with every inhale, your body begins to fill with a bright orange light. And with every exhale, it glows brighter. Inhaling this light, traveling through your body, filling your legs, your chest, filling your arms, your hands, your neck, all the way to the crown of your head, until your whole body is engulfed in this bright orange light. And you know that this light feels like love, compassion, and strength. And as you exhale, you realize this light is glowing brighter and brighter, filling the room that you're in, bursting through your house, emanating through the sky. You are filling the world with every exhale, filling the world with love. Notice how you feel as a beacon of love and hope. Know that there are those who need this love the most, and allow it to flow. You are so full of love. You are a beacon of hope. And you are capable of incredible things. Imagine that this light slowly comes back to your body, slowly fading away. And begin to notice your breath, how it moves through your chest. Your inhale filling your body, and your exhale emptying you completely. Slowly come back to the sensations of your body, of the mat beneath you, of the quality of air in the room. Come back to the sound of my voice, waking your body up with your breath. And before we rise back up, Just taking the deepest inhale you've taken all day, and the biggest exhale, just letting everything go. And then in your own time, in your own way, just making your way back up to a seat, but knowing that there's no rush. And if you need to stay on the ground today, then you are more than welcome to. Wherever you are, just find a nice, comfortable place to sit. And maybe you bring the hands, palms facing up to the sky. And I just want to end this session by just taking a moment of silence. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just being still for a moment. And for taking a moment just to contemplate, to set an intention. Or just to remember all of the innocent Black lives who have been killed. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. I know that it's been a slightly strange session, but I think we need to learn how to speak out. We need to learn that silence is no longer an option, and that if we remain silent, if we remain ignorant, then we are choosing the side of the oppressor. So thank you for coming. Thank you for standing and sitting with me, showing your support. And we'll bring the palms together, no matter where you are. And end the session by just saying, Namaste. Thank you so much, guys. It honestly means the absolute world to me that you came along. Please don't forget to donate. The link is in the bio. I have also included a link in the bio of a huge compiled list of all of the places that you can sign petitions, all of the places that you can donate, all of the places that you can send emails, all of the ways that you can support, and also a lot of educational materials, books you can read, poetry, art, just everything. I really, really encourage you more than ever, go and educate yourself, learn, and then speak out, start talking about it, call out your friends who aren't doing the same, and let's change this system. Let's change how everything is, because it can no longer stay like this. So thank you for coming today, taking the first step in creating a difference. And I truly, truly hope that something gives. Thank you so much. Namaste, my friends. And remember, Black Lives Matter.